About 12 blokes live in the place, but most are out or away at sea.
Righto, Chris, you tell Reese to cover the front entrance. We're going up here.
Fine.
I'm coming too.
Now look, Mr. Wallace, if this bloke is the one we're looking for, he's a heroin pusher. Now, he's not going to welcome us with open arms.
Please, Inspector.
Okay. Now, just do me one favour, will you? You stay right down here.
Don't worry, I won't get in the way.
I'll check upstairs for you.
Open up, please, here. Come on, De Jong, open the door.
Harry. Harry.
But surely you can't blame the department for all of this.
Oh, can't I? They had no right to admit us to this place while there was any risk. It's pure negligence.
But they had no idea.
Exactly. They have no idea. I'm out of pocket God knows how much. They're going to have to pay me compensation or they'll find themselves up in court.
Oh, for God's sake, Don, I've had a gutful. We've got enough to cope with without listening to a whinging, gutless bastard who's only out for himself.
Well, I must say, that's charming language for a lady. And I use the term advisedly.
You can use the term however you like. Now, whatever I've done in my life, and God knows I'm not proud of all of it, I've never sunk as low as you have in the last couple of days. What's come over you?
You might ask yourself the same thing. I always suspected you weren't quite top drawer. Now you've proved it.
Wake up, Don. Every one of those women has more courage in her little finger than you have in your whole damn body.
Aren't you going to eat that?
I'm not hungry.
Oh, come on, it's not that bad. Try it. See, they've eaten all theirs. Good little girls, huh?
I said I'm not hungry. God's sake, you're not my bloody nursemaid.
Well, sometimes I feel like one.
What do you mean by that?
You know what I mean, Hazel.
Huh. You think I'm back on the piss, do you? Well, why don't you say it?
All right. I'm saying it.
Jeez, I'm sick to death of people throwing the past up in my face. And I'm tired of being called a liar. Why don't you trust me? I told you the cops aren't after me. All right, I've got a few problems, but they're personal. So what are you going to do? Throw me out if I don't tell you?
I've done it again. I've no right to doubt
You
her.
had every right. Beginning to wonder myself if she was drunk.
What are we going to do, Wally? I can't throw her out in the street. She's got nowhere to go.
Ease up. I'll go and have a chat to her.
Any change?
I think so.
Is she...
She's over the worst of it. Fever's abating.
Oh, thank God.
I don't know how she made it at her age, but she's going to be okay.
Okay, Smith, come on. It is time to get some rest now.
Right, Mrs. Powell. I won't give you an argument this time.
Yeah, well, time I made a move too. See you in the morning.
Good night, Tony. Thanks for everything.
Oh, what about you, Scott? Now that Lizzie's on the mend, you need some rest.
Why not? We seem to be over the worst of it. I think we're going to make it.
Come searching for grog bottles, have you? Well, go ahead. You won't find any.
I just wanted to have a talk to you. Judy's worried sick about you.
Yeah? Well, she's got a bloody funny way of showing it. Tranquilizers. The doc gave them to me. My nerves have been shot since I lost the kids. The only trouble is they make me pretty bombed. Can hardly see straight.
Pity you didn't tell Judy. Would have explained a lot of things.
Why should I? I'm fed up to the teeth making excuses to people who don't want to listen.
I want to listen. Tell me about your kids.
I lost them, didn't I? George got custody of them and took them away from me.
Why?
Geez, they were lovely kids. Never talked back to me or nothing. It was awful not being able to give them things. Because I wanted to. They deserved it. We were in the gardens one day and they wanted an ice cream. I couldn't give it to them. We were broke. Do you know what the little buggers did? They went off and picked the loveliest bunch of flowers you've ever seen. See, George is right, really. I don't deserve them. But bloody no-hoper.
You are if you think you are.
I've got to see him now, though. I've got to. There's something I've got to tell them. They got to know. Yeah. I've got to know.
How long have you been there?
No, I just arrived.
I don't remember sitting down.
Yeah, how you feel? Hey, fancy a cuppa?
Tell. All the time I kept saying that she wasn't going to die. There's a little voice in my head that keeps saying, what if she does?
Hey.
What if she does die?
Hey, come on, she's going to be fine. Someone's obviously watching over Lizzie. You're the one I'm worried about, you know. You're the one that needs looking after.
Oh, I'm all right.
Now the worst is over, maybe you'll stop worrying about everyone else, eh? You know, I was watching you today. You really do care so much for that old lady. You're a wonderful person, Bea. You really are. Hey, Bea.
Of course, we can't go, but I'll organise a wreath from the women. And I thought perhaps something from all of us, too.
Good idea. And that will please the women.
This Maxi girl seems very special to you.
Well, to most of us, they're not just prisoners. We do get to know them very well.
Some of those women have just been remarkable, the way they've handled this Lassa fever thing.
Yes. That's why it seems even more tragic when someone like Maxi dies so senselessly. She was only 20 years old.
Oh, poor kid.
Morning.
Morning.
Ah, coffee, just what the doctor ordered.
We would have woken you earlier, but when I looked in, you were out like a light.
Yes, I could have slept standing up last night.
Do you still think the worst is over?